It is a pinch me moment to be here in Lincoln Center, particularly. Feels pretty surreal. We've had a couple of premieres in Europe, but now my family is all watching with me, and the fact that my siblings are going to be with me is everything. I'm very excited. You know, David Koepp wrote the script, and it was such a solid script. It really attracted some incredible thespians to come and do it, because there was a lot for people to play. And the characters are very, you understand immediately what the stakes are for each character individually. And so I do feel very proud of our cast. We have such a great cast of actors and also very wonderful people. Gareth is such a visionary. He sees everything like in his mind, and it's complicated. I mean, he sees these massive set pieces while also, having an understanding of what the continuity is, throughout this huge, thrilling adventure. And I mean, that's, I think, his real gift is his capacity to hold that all in his mind and then execute it.
Unbelievable, yeah. I feel very sort of like full of wonder and awe. He has this incredible ability to communicate a film that he has in his head, and he lives with that film in his head, and what he described on set is exactly what you see on screen. And the cinematography and the scale of the dinosaurs in this movie is down to Gareth. And every member of the crew and cast were just sort of thrilled to be a part of it and to be led by him. Yeah. This is an opportunity to bring every member of your family from all generations to come back in, and there's such reverence, I think, for Spielberg's movies in this. It's a simple narrative structure, and then big thrills, big shocks, and a lot of love and heart as well. And I'm really proud to be a part of that and to be the dude who loves nature and loves dinosaurs, because what's not to love?
It's exciting to be here, and I'm really interested to see how the audience responds here compared to being in Berlin or London, So, but it's great being here. It's really exciting. I haven't done anything sort of this big and that has sort of had this sort of legacy to it. So to just have an opportunity to step in and hopefully add on, I feel like we did a really great job. And I'm just hoping that we sort of added on to the legacy of this franchise. Gareth is just a beast in post-production. You're running from a tennis ball on a stick, and so the world really has to be built around you after you're done shooting. Well, there's large sections that have to be built around you after you're shooting. So Gareth had such a clear sense of what his vision was and how the world's all going to fit together. So we'd have lots of questions, and he just seemed unfazed by it all. And by the time I got to see the film a few months back, it was very clear that he knew exactly what he was doing, no matter how many questions we had. It was like summer camp, honestly. And so us being out of it all, out of the States, and tucked away in Thailand for a while, and then Malta and London as well. But it was just really wonderful getting to know people in this really unique environment that we were in, and just had a chance to spend some time together outside of work in sort of a really unique environment.
It's very surreal. It's like I was 17 when Jurassic Park came out. It was the summer I went to film school, and it changed my life. I basically bought a computer that summer, and eventually learned how to do CGI, and I ended up rendering dinosaurs in my bedroom and silly things like that, and thinking, the best case scenario is one day I'll do like a short film or an animation or something. And the idea that we're about to hit play on the premiere of Jurassic World Rebirth is like, it's just beyond weird. Yeah, they genuinely bonded. Sometimes you make a film and actors can be really good at pretending they all like each other, They really became a family on this one. We were in the middle of nowhere, in the jungles and in the like swamps and things like this, really doing it for real. And so everyone had to get really close. Genuinely, I'm really excited for the audiences to see the movie, because you make the movie in a vacuum. Like, we were doing a very selfish act. We're making a movie that we all loved, and you got no idea, you know what I mean, until you put it out there. You don't know if there's people like you out there that also like it. So tonight's the night. It can't say much, but I think it gets out there tonight in some ways. So I'm just looking forward to the reactions. We made it for a theatrical experience. I know everyone says this, blah 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 blah, but we really did. Like, we shot it on film. It was harkening back to those sort of era of filmmaking that we grew up loving, and it was made for all to sit, eat popcorn, watch it together with a load of strangers, and shout and scream and go home and chat in the car afterwards. It's one of those movies. So
I mean, this is my hometown, so it feels amazing. You know, this is a place I've called home for 12 years, and very, very proud to do so. So I'm very excited to share the film with everyone. It's such a beloved franchise, not least by myself and my colleagues. You know, we all love the films, and it's a testimony to Michael Crichton, Steven Spielberg, but also Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and the whole rest of Jeff Goldblum, you name it. Shooting on location is always my preferred thing to do. I love the adventurous side of filmmaking. It's one of the reasons I go into it. I love the travel, I love the unknown, the unexpected, and we certainly had a lot of that on this. Gareth is a complete cinephile, but he's also paying a huge tribute to Spielberg while doing something completely his own. I can't imagine anyone better to reinvent this franchise, really, because he's not trying to make it something it's not. He's honouring the original film, which in my opinion is what started it all, obviously. But he's such an incredible visionary, and to get to do this through his eyes was a real honour.
This is where our movie begins, and it's where it's all coming to life, and so it's exciting. You know, we're just excited for the world to see it now. You know, we've done so much work, and we've been banding together to, you know, just make this an amazing press tour for everyone, and now the world gets to see it, and it's really special. We're so excited. Unbelievable. I mean, pinch me. I actually don't, because I don't want to wake up from the stream. It's so amazing. I feel so blessed, and I'm just so excited to be here. You know, when you get that call that you're a part of such an incredible franchise like this, it's something that you would never even think to not do. And I remember getting the call. I just jumped on my bed, I screamed, I cried, and I was ready for the journey, and now we're here. It was just so fun, you know. It's actually, me and Rupert were talking about this yesterday. It's not every day that you get to be on a set and have every single person just be so amazing, and no complaints and no drama, and like, we just had the best time, you know. It was amazing. Incredible. He is such a talent. I mean, what he brought to this film is something that nobody has seen in the Jurassic franchise yet. You know, it's such an ode to the original. We shot the whole thing on 35 millimeter. It's dark, it's scary, and it's beautiful and fantastical, and that's Gareth, you know, that's his touch. He knows exactly what the people want to see, and, you know, cinematically, he killed it, really, truly.
Man, I love New York City. It's the only city in the world that I feel at home in outside of London. I'm most excited for audience to see how much we tried to make it like the original. You know, we shot this on 35mm. That's a privilege. That's a wonderful thing, truly. That privilege is not lost on me. I haven't been able to shoot many projects on film, and I wish I could put it in my contract that I only want to shoot on film. The screenwriter, same screenwriter as number one. The composer, same thing. We really tried to pay homage to the original, but I think people will agree when they see it. It's not like a copy.
I used to walk this way every morning. I went to high school at LaGuardia, right across the street, and so this was my walk every single day. So to see this all transformed for the movie, I would literally throw coins into this little water, making wishes for stuff like this to happen, genuinely. So it's unbelievable, and I'm so grateful. I haven't wrapped my head around it yet, to be honest. I don't know if I will. I mean, I literally grew up like dreaming of being able to run away from such majestic creatures as dinosaurs and use my imagination as much as I possibly could. So it's insane when your dreams come true. You can't really process it, but I'm so happy. we did pre-production in London, and then we were in Thailand, which I'd never been to, Malta, which I'd never been to, and we wrapped in London. Yeah, I mean, Thailand was like the most beautiful setting I've ever been in. Malta, the culture there was like to die for. The food was great, the people were great, the community was, I felt so invested in, and I made a lot of friends there. So, and I'd never traveled that much outside of work, so I was like, sign me up. I'm really excited for fans specifically to see this one, especially fans of the original trilogy. Gareth Edwards, our director, did such a really went out of his way to pay homage to the original. Not only that, but David Koepp, the writer of the original, came back for this one, and he hasn't wrote for Jurassic since The Lost World. So I think people will be really, really refreshed in a familiar way with how much this one is an original plot, an original film on its own, but really, really pays its respects to the original.
I mean, it's a dream come true to be part of this incredible franchise. It's so fun. Like the first Jurassic is, I remember watching it when I was a kid, and it's just one of the best franchises in terms of like what it's about, in terms of like saving nature and like being in awe of the natural world. Gareth has the perfect Venn diagram to be able to lead the chaos that is a Jurassic set. He has so much knowledge when it comes to like all of the VFX world and everything like that. He is the coolest person I know. He's like got the best British sense of humor, so it made me feel right at home. Yeah, he just has so much humanity and knowledge, like technical knowledge, so it meant that we were in the safest hands possible, really. It was truly a dream to work with him. I'm excited for people to see the dinosaurs, for sure. They're just like a whole new level of dinosaur, and it's amazing.
I know it sounds like cliche, but everybody's been saying it, but it's the truth, I mean, the first Jurassic Park, it really changed, it marked a generation. And personally, it really opened, the world of movies to say to myself, I wanna do that, so it's so special. And now being part of it it's kind of like a dream come true, honestly. Honestly, I think I give it all to, one, to Scarlett, that she's such a good leader, because she's the one that every Saturday we're like, let's get together, let's go explore this island, because we shot in Thailand. And there's also something about shooting in location that, it becomes like a family, because you get out of your room and there's the other one. So it became like very special. Honestly, I'm so glad, I'm so grateful for every one of them, and to see them today, it's gonna be amazing. We're gonna have so much fun. I'm just excited because I saw it a couple of weeks ago, and I'm telling you, it's such a fun ride. It's such a fun ride, so I'm just excited for everyone to see it.
It's an amazing experience, and this is my first red carpet. In London, it was a green carpet. So this is just amazing, and then seeing the Titanosaurus and like the Jeep. I've never seen the Jeep, so this is very exciting for me, and my stomach has a little bit of butterflies. It's actually like really, really amazing, and that we still stay connected after the movie. That's something that I really like, and that I'm able to just text them and keep up with them. Like we all had dinner, so it's just really, really nice, and everyone's just amazing in the cast and crew too. Gareth, he's the sweetest person ever. Whenever he tried to give me a correction, instead of saying that was bad, he'd be like, let's try this in a different way. So it was just, he was super sweet. We filmed in Thailand, Malta, and London, so I think they're super different locations, and the Thailand was humid, but I'm originally from Texas, so that was something I'm used to. And then Malta, it was more hot, but I love the water, so it was so blue, and it was really, really nice to see. And you just float, because that's how salty the water was. And then in London, the views are just amazing, and I just really, really liked this experience, because it was my first time really out of country.
Every moment is a pinch moment for me, from the trailer to being here now and waiting for the crowd's reaction. It's just a magical moment for me. I'm excited for people to think that it's fake, the locations, because the locations are so beautiful, and it's just exciting that to see that going to locations are actually very important. And I think this film is a good example of why it's still important to actually go to the locations and having real places. So I'm excited for people to be excited and be like, oh my God, is that fake? And then look it up and go, oh my God, this is actually real. So that's what I'm excited about.
Gareth's a real shooter. He loves to have that camera in his hands, and he's really been. He's a big movie fan, so he's learned. He's learned from the best, and I know he spent a lot of time on this movie looking at Jurassic Park because Stephen and I really, and David Kep, wanted the movie to be much more like the original Jurassic Park, more humor and more scares. And so I think Gareth really studied that, and he brought that to the party. Well, I love the T-Rex. I love the Who knew they could swim? Right? That was a surprise, and they could. So the swimming scene is my favorite.
Gareth brings a visual confidence to this movie in which that's a really key component, because there are directors who could come and go and they could work with the actors, but they wouldn't know how to deal with where the dinosaurs should be, because you can't see them when you're filming. You've got actors who are going like this, but Gareth understands that. He knows how to do that. And when you get into post-production, Gareth is a master of just adding another layer and another layer. So something that you might have shot against a blank wall becomes this jungle scene that's incredible, believable, threatening, everything you would want it to be. So he's got a real skill that way. First of all, to see the T-Rex go in the water, then go underwater, then go and attack somebody in which they're plunging these giant jaws down into this raging river. That's the visual effects involved in that, the ability to be able to pull that off so it's convincing is amazing.
This is all new. She might think it's a Triceratops eye there. She's really curious.